Roller skating is something that went out of style 50 years ago. But thanks to Barbie, some of Gen Alpha will know what it is. And a few more people will know because of Rollerdrome. Alright, pause. Originally, this video was a nice talk about this game. But as I was playing it, I came across one of the most unfair challenges I have ever experienced. To truly understand how challenging this was, you're gonna need to understand the game. So listen up and experience this excruciating challenge in Rollerdrome. After we talk about the game real quick. First, let's bring up the name and the art style. The name is a play on Battledrome with roller skating. Half the time, I end up saying roller dome too, and now I'm confused on if it's drome or dome. I'm bringing up the art so early because it's one of the most enticing things about this game. People say first impressions are everything, and Rollerdrome takes that to a whole nother level. This simple, stylized, cel-shaded style, that's a lot of S's, holy dreidel, just feels like it's from the 70s, when roller skating was at one of its peaks. From the name or cover, trailer, or anything else about this game, you know you'll be on wheels during this game. And wheels are fast, so you're traveling super fast during the gameplay, while doing some crazy tricks, which I wish I could do. Look at this coffin dive, how awesome is that? I'm sure any Sonics worker could do that. Yep, I was wrong. You also have some guns. Dual pistols, a shotgun, grenade launcher, and the Z11, which is basically a laser. This weapon pool is extremely random, but each one of them is really fun. My favorite is the shotgun. It can take out most enemies in 4 shots, as long as you use it while you're in reflex mode, or even super reflex mode if you want more damage. But you can't use the shotgun if you run out of ammo, so you've got to do some tricks in order to refill your stock. Then, pop these foos. Then you can grind and wall ride. But don't forget to collect the challenge coins while doing the specific trick that the trick token wants you to do. And that's not the only challenge you have to do. This sounds like a lot, and partially, it is, but it manages to mix together perfectly to create this addictive game loop. Why are you here doing all this insanity on roller skates? Turns out, this crazy new sport called the Rollerdrome, Rollerdrome, is one of the most popular forms of media. Its audience amount is if soccer, basketball, and football were combined. And to be honest, I'd probably watch this sport too, if all the killing was taken out, and it was just cool tricks. Hold on, I don't watch skateboard Olympics, or roller skating Olympics. Is there such a thing? Roller speed skating. What's that? Hey, that's the main character, Kar Hassan. Maybe I should start watching, this is pretty cool. Ah, it's rollerblading though, so not exactly the same as Rollerdrome. See, Kar Hassan has 4 wheels, which is coincidentally the same amount of levels that the opening stages have. Matterhorn Arena, Pikes Canyon, Civetta Summit, and the Houston Mall. You gotta beat these, probably with a D grade because it's impossible to get an S ranking, to make it to the quarters, then semifinals, and finally, the finals. It's the same process as the NBA playoffs. You're aspiring to be the champion. People always say the NBA is rigged. And supposedly, Rollerdrome is rigged too, because it seems like all the owners want to do is kill Kara Hassan. They go extra hard on her, whipping out these insane bosses. The first boss looks like Torterra if it was a roller skating rink. You'll probably die to it or any of the other house players, which are the enemies. And fun fact, supposedly if you die in Rollerdrome, your family will have big insurance payouts. What a great incentive to feel if you die. I don't think I'd want to participate in this job, but I guess in this world there's not a lot of job opportunities. There's some crisis going on that the government is trying to hide by having a bunch of people watch the Rollerdrome. Government distraction at its finest. And everyone knows you can always trust the government. I mean, I still trust them even after overhearing someone discussing about how I'm not supposed to be in the semifinals because they paid for me not to be there. Everyone knows the government made the Pistons go on a 28-game losing streak because they didn't want the restaurant that makes them the most money to lose cash. Wingstop. It's the same thing here. Everyone wants this guy to win, so why should Kara Hassan win? Because everyone loves an underdog story. Everything is about narrative. You can't just make it because you're the GOAT. You gotta make it because you've sacrificed. Because people have doubted you all your life. And that's exactly why this challenge had me struggling so much. I sacrificed so much time for this challenge. In Rollerdrome, you're gonna need to complete challenges to progress. See? 10 is needed for the quarters, 20 for the semis, and so on. You have to complete at least some challenges from the list for each level. Some of these are really simple, like shoot a person with a gun. There's unique challenges that have to do with this specific level, like don't fall on Eiger Resort. Then, there's this challenge. Complete the entire level in one combo. This challenge isn't a one-time thing. It appears in multiple levels, seeing that the concept is pretty simple. Everyone knows what a combo is, and all you have to do is keep it for the whole level. Seems simple enough. And I'm no quitter. If I tell myself I'm doing this challenge, then I'm doing this challenge. So I tell myself, I'm doing this challenge. I need 18 more challenges to progress. I want to knock out as many challenges as early as possible, so I don't have to replay levels to progress. I love replayability, but usually, that's after you finish the main game. So I set out to do this challenge. At first, it started off fine. I would lose the combo from taking too much damage. And yes, that's my fault. If you take damage, your combo time will immediately decrease. I know, it's my fault, I gotta watch out for the enemies. But then I realized, how can I watch out for each enemy when there's 1,000 around me? To your left, these guys. To your right, those guys. In the distance is a sniper and a fire welder for some reason. But you shoot him and oh, he teleported. So you try to look behind yourself to find the teleporting man. And oh, there's 30 missiles in your face. It's a lot. Can you see why this combo is so hard to keep? When one simple sniper shot drains more than half of your combo meter, you need to consistently dodge. But you can't do tricks while dodging. So essentially, a dodge will cancel any tricks, causing you to not gain ammo. So how are you supposed to keep your combo if you have an empty clip? Then, I had a second realization that I hadn't even seen the worst part yet. The combo lasts for 5 seconds. 5 seconds seems very generous until you notice the size of this map. This is not a small map by any means. This is a California mall, so it takes 5 seconds to get across the map. These enemies don't spawn everywhere either. For a while, they will, but then they'll just spawn together on one side of the map. So, you need to not get hit, travel across the map while doing tricks, dodging, and not lose your mind. Ah, what a perfect mix. I died a lot. Eliminated. Restart. Eliminated. Restart. It started to plague my mind, like a catchy pop song you can't get out of your head. It was driving me mad. Eliminated. Restart. Eliminated. Again and again. A lot of people would say just to close the game, but once I had done this for 30 minutes, I knew there was no turning back. By now, it was muscle memory for me to click restart. Sometimes, I went so fast I didn't even know my hands were moving. I had to win before I went to sleep crying. I knew I had to lock in. Okay, I knew I had to actually lock in. I had a good feeling about this one. Before I knew it, I had racked up a 30 people combo. I knew that there was probably just a few more house players left, so I tried to search for them. I saw one, and then I don't see any others. I quickly register that he must be across the map. So I race for it, as quick as my skates can handle. It's a race against the clock. I see him. I rush over, and I'm a second too late. Do you see why this combination of dodging everything with time management is horrible? The game is practically taunting me now, and I contemplate giving up. Then, I have my epiphany. Everyone loves an underdog story. I click restart. I can feel my ancestors watching over me. I can feel the rage of any gamer who has struggled inside of me. I know I not have to only manage my health, but also manage my time management and dodging skills. I don't want a repeat of last time, so I'm going to calculate how far I need to go. I don't actually calculate because I hate math, but I know I'll have just enough time. I can feel it in my bones. I rush over to the last guy, and oh my gosh, I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it. Look, there's a check mark. All that agony, that suffering. It wasn't worth it. But I feel so accomplished now. I almost feel myself break down into tears. I don't even care about finishing the game. I may not have completed Rollerdrome, but I feel completely completed. I know. I just complained about this game, but it's very awesome. The art style, the gameplay, it's also addicting. So I've gotta say, in the end, I really like Rollerdrome. Drome! The game got the last laugh.